All right, it's time now for stories that are trending now, and Olamide Odekunle is standing by to bring us up to speed. Good morning, Olamide.
Good morning, team. I'm back.
Good morning.
I've got some good stories for you guys. Can I take it away?
Take it away.
Good morning, Nigeria. As always, TVC has a finger on the pulse and our eye on the streets. And here on the Trending Now segment, we bring you trending stories that are shaping the world that you and I live in. We begin today still on the Super Falcons. Now, while the Super Falcons' historic WAFCON victory has the nation beaming with pride, one player continues to capture hearts far beyond the pitch, defender Michelle Alozie. Now, Alozie, who played a key role in Nigeria's 3-2 comeback win over Morocco, isn't just making headlines for her football. Off the field, she's deeply immersed in cancer research, working part-time at Texas Children's Hospital, where she studies acute leukemia. Take a look at this stellar young woman.
Being able to come here and see these kids fight for their lives day in and day out, or they're not able to have this opportunity to play soccer or play any sports that they love, it just puts my life at a completely different perspective and gives me a whole bigger purpose than I initially thought I was coming to Houston for.
Now, Michelle has a degree in molecular biology from Yale University, and she represents a rare blend of athletic excellence and academic brilliance. And she once told FIFA that her pursuit of science is driven by a desire to help people, a value that she carries both in scrubs and in studs. And I think that in a world where athletes are often boxed into a single narrative, Michelle Alozie is proof that you can chase glory and give back at the same time. It's important to see athletes that are more than the game. This duality of a scientist and a footballer is shaping a new sort of role model for Nigerian youth. I love it. Let's take a look at social media. What an impressive young woman, Yale. Larry says, I love how commentators always include her academic achievements anytime they call Michelle Alozie's name. School no be scam. And Flame Season says, working full-time is crazy work ethic. Salute. It is indeed. And Aduke says, some people do have two heads at the end of the day. Moving on in entertainment news, veteran Nollywood actor Shafi Bello has expressed her evolving perspective on relationships during a conversation on the Dear Ife series hosted by Ifedayo Agoro, saying that she's no longer interested in dating younger men. She says that dating a younger man in the past is an experience that suited a phase in her life, emphasized the need for something more grounded and meaningful at the current stage she's in her life. Take a look at what she had to say.
Some will come. Hi, dear.
Fontane.
Yeah. You know, you want to say.
You date a younger man.
When I did it, I was having fun.
Mm-hmm.
I was having fun. And it was for a season. That season is over. So, yeah.
So, what do we
But
want?
there's nothing wrong with it.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But what do we want now? What changed?
I think what I know for sure what I want now is marriage.
Now, the actress was married to a man called Mr. Akinrimisi from 1995 until their divorce in 2020. And she also spoke about her openness to marriage again, but this time on her own terms, without confinement to societal expectations. I think that her reflections are speaking to a growing narrative among many older Nigerian women, particularly those in the public eye, who are now redefining what relationships and personal fulfillment look like for them later on in life. It's important that women rewrite the scripts on love, on social narratives. You have to know what you want for yourself as a woman, regardless of societal norms. Let's take a look at social media. Filippo Saga says, that's what most wild ladies can't grasp. You can't get the best of both worlds. You either stick to the fast lane and bear the consequences when you're an older woman, or stick to the conventional boring life of a woman and enjoy life as you grow older. Thank you for telling women what to do, Filippo. Hode says, you said you had to choose between your marriage or your career, and you chose your career. Now that you are heading to 60 years old and having frolicked with younger men in between, you want marriage? Own up to your mistakes so as not to deceive your young female followers. Team, this is very, very interesting. I don't know what story to bring to you now, but I will say that I think it's important that we have conversations about Nigerian women, how we choose to date, how we choose to love. Are we often subdued by societal norms? Lots of people are judging Shafi Bello online, as you just saw.
Dilemma is not only on women.
men face the same pressure. Yes, men do. What really concerns me is I'm sure she's associated with so many other things. Why are we talking about her relationship with younger men and all that? I believe that's too personal, you know.
No, she brought it up.
She brought it up.
Yes.
So she wanted it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, enjoy yourself. Anything you want to do with your love life, that's your business, not mine. The one I really want to talk about is Michelle Alozie. She is not only part of the African champions, she is sound up there. And that is the kind of inspiration Nigerian youth would want. I look for in the Nigerian youth. Now, one little girl can say, I want to play football. I want to be like Alozie. You know, it is beautiful to know that she is cerebral and she is also athletic. Congratulations.
Interesting. And talking about Michelle Alozie, kudos to her. It's obviously showing that you can have the best of both worlds. Academically, you are up there, and when it comes to the pitch, you are there as well. And like the president said, she has inspired many young girls, and that it will go a long way. These are the kinds of persons we want splashed on our social media every day to remind people that there are ways to achieving things and that you can be educated and also be out there doing the best for your country and for yourself as well, which is what Michelle Alozie represents. Young persons should pick lifts and lessons from these kinds of people. Kudos to her once again. And for Shafi Bello, I'm not understanding what your terms are, because even the man will have his own terms as well. When you want to get married to anyone or you want to get into a relationship with someone, you both have a conversation and define your terms, how it would work for you, because at the end of the day, it's about two of you and not about the society. Both of you determines what will work for you and how that will work at the end of the day, the sacrifices you both have to make for each other. And so she coming to this point of her life and reflecting on how life has been with her, because she has tasted both worlds and she feels she wants something solid. Well, I guess it's growth on her own path.
Well, I will pick up and I'll start with Michelle. She is a beacon of hope for a lot of young girls. And when I heard Yale, I'm like, go girl, because immediately I hear Yale, I know that you need to be sound before you can even be there. She's done really well for herself. She's mixing the best of both worlds together and she's doing it well. So big congratulations to her. And when we speak about role models, I feel like these are the people we should talk about, because you can see her doing it. On the field, she kills it. When it comes to, what she does it really well too as well. She's mixing the best of both worlds. And trust me, we love it for her. Big congratulations to her. And please, these are our role models. So when sometimes we say, where are the role models? We have them looking at us, just as sometimes we're looking at something different. This is a role model. Then moving on to Shafi Bello. I love her so much. She's a fantastic actress, but I didn't think she was going to come out to say what she said. I should not know that you dated younger men. Like, I really don't care. It's just not my thing. I love you as an actress, but I don't care about your love life. She's a fantastic actress, but I think that she said so much, during the show. I know that she was married before. I didn't think she was going to marry again. Like, it just looked like a call, like she's in the market. I just didn't really like how that came out. Ew. She's a fantastic actress, but I think your love life is not my business.
Perhaps she's letting the world know that she's available.
But her love life is not my business. I love her acting.
According to my friends, they say she's in the market.
So she wants you to know she's in the market.
No, but she doesn't need to make an announcement. When the right person comes, they'll come. God will.
How will the right person know she's available if she's not saying?
That's why she's selling the product.
I've got to say, I have a different perspective.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Advertising herself. I understand why it might come across that way, but I think representation is important. It's important that women that are shaping new ideals like her, women who are divorced, women who are going through separations, see that there's different dating mechanisms for them. Representation is important.
How is that helping?
It's for the divorced woman at home who is watching and thinking, I'll never find anybody again because of my age, because of this. This representation is important.
But she's not even found somebody yet, so maybe we'll wait until she finds somebody.
I'm wondering if you are divorced, because she mentioned why she divorced at the time, and she's saying she wants to get married on her own terms right now. And I'm saying your terms, the man too has his own terms.
Absolutely. Marriage is not one way.
I mean.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right.
you
It's
can go
about
on now.
women loving on their own terms without societal restrictions. But
Society is not restricting you. You decide if you want to be held on the jugular by
whether we
society.
like it or not, every day the status quo kind of shapes us into form, Veronica, in implicit and complicit ways.
It's because you are listening to the society.
Let's move
you
on to
decide
the next
what you want to
story.
do. That's my own
May Shafi
perspective.
Bello find love? Let's hear the next story.
Have peace in your home front or with yourself. That's the bottom line for me.
Thank you very much. So I think you'd not be dating a younger man, Veronica.
Never did, never will. My husband is
She's
fine.
I love that. I'll take some more stories.
Oh boy.
In entertainment news, emotions ran high as Big Brother Naija 10 out of 10 housemates Koyi broke down in tears following a tense verbal clash that erupted with fellow housemates K Bobo. Now, this disagreement started over food but quickly escalated into a personal exchange that ignited raw emotions and, of course, a lot of debate from both inside and outside the house. The young man called K Bobo, known for his brash remarks, directed a personal and unfiltered comment towards this young man called Koyi, and the moment proved to be trending and a breaking point for Koyi. Fellow housemates rallied around the young man who was crying, and they offered him comfort and support as he struggled to process his emotions. The emotional fallout prompted immediate reaction on social media, with the hashtag #ProtectKoyi trending within the hour, prompting on one hand questions of where to draw the lines when it comes to personal attacks and the need for respect even on national TV. This is very interesting. The young man broke down, bared his heart, cried on national TV. Let's take a look at social media. Ankit Mishra says, raising your voice like that for Koyi, a whole smally with pure vibes. I don't care what happened. Koyi is right and that's it. And Professor says, Koyi is a spoiled brat. He's charging as though if they leave him to fight with K Bobo, he can do anything. These names are very interesting. Before I hand over to my very capable team, I'd like you guys to please chime in with the hashtag TrendingNowTVC on any social media platform of your choice. I promise you that I'm listening and I'd love to take some of your perspectives. Now, team, I know that as a group, we don't particularly enjoy discussing Big Brother, but we've got to. It's a social experiment. And so you have these people in the house, different personalities clashing. What does this tell us about the microcosm of Nigerian community? You've got the bullies, you've got the younger people, you've got star girls, you've got religious girls. What can we take from this social experiment, if anything?
You just mentioned describes any society in the world. We have all sorts, the good, the bad, the ugly, the stupid, and so on. That's how societies are. My question always is, if I spend 1 hour watching that program, what am I taking from it? Maybe I'm old school, all right? But I believe that a television program should have a message or a lesson to teach. What do I gain from 2 young men quarreling and one end up crying?
A very vital question.
You know, and that's where I'll leave it.
Where else can you leave it?
Okay, so he has left it. Let me carry it now.
Yeah.
Interesting. So for these kind of social experiments, when you are coming to a house like this, you don't expect everybody to be like you. You should know that people will come with different attitudes and different behaviors. But let's quickly go on a break. We'll come back to continue this conversation. Stay with us. Interesting, the kinds of conversations we have behind the scene. Interesting one. But we were talking about Big Brother and the fact that 2 men had a clash and one began to cry. We call them boys. But anyway, I was saying that once you're coming to this kind of house where a lot of people have different attitudes and all, you should know that not everyone will not be like you. It might be boring at the end of the day. And so whatever happened because of food shouldn't make him cry from my perspective. I mean, there were ways, yes, he might have been verbal, he might have said anything. Perhaps he's just trying to win sympathy. That is his own strategy, because everybody comes to the house with a strategy. And so crying might be his strategy, and we might be seeing more of tears from him, but then it will make him look weak. That he's not a man. You can devise other means of winning the hearts of Nigerians to vote for you at the end of the day, from my perspective.
Well, such a beautiful topic. I'm going to say something from what Etoma said. He said, what will he gain from watching two men, have an argument and one cries at the end of the day? Big Brother is entertainment. We watch it for entertainment. That's why we watch it. But also, I feel like what we learn from Big Brother is seeing people from different environments all come together and live together. Now, trust me, these people have different ideologies. These people have different ways of thinking, but they all come together, to see how people can live with one another. Now, talking about the K-Bobo was the one crying, Koyin was the one crying. Like Veronica has said, people come with different, ways because they want to gain sympathy. We saw what White Money came with, that he was very poor. At the end of the day, we realized he wasn't so poor. So, people,
and he was, I think, cooking also.
So people come with different strategies. So for me, it looks a bit like he's trying to gain, a lot of love from Nigerians. But also, when I take it the other way, he looks really young. And it seems like, the other guy was trying to bully him, because the way the guy shouted, me too, I was scared. So, we're not in the house. We don't know what's happening exactly there. But I hope that he's not trying to do that for sympathy, because don't let Nigerians see you as weak. But also, Nigerians, sometimes you cannot know. It's the person that they see as weak they want to vote for. Because on social media, I'm already seeing people saying, protect him, protect him.
We suffer from an underdog syndrome in this country. We love to support the underdog. Year in, year out, when we watch Big Brother, we see the person that is coming from a, pardon my French, struggling background. We see the person that has a very heart-wrenching story always emerging. Now, what is this about the underdog syndrome? What if I'm accomplished? What if I'm strong? What if I'm capable? Does that disqualify me from?
Yeah, and it happened with Fina as well. If you remember, it happened with Fina. We've seen people that have gone that tangent. At the end of the day, they got to win. But I think Nigerians are smarter now, so maybe that's why he came with crying.
Well, I think that a lot of people that in this part of the world, we try to pretend to be what we are not, and then perhaps see what works to gain attention. Now he has caught the attention. It will be about how can he build on the attention he has gotten, because like you said, there's been the talk about protecting him. So now that Nigerians, although he may not know that people are fighting for him outside, but how would he build on this, his strategy? Would he keep crying, or will he stand up to the person he feels is bullying him, so that perhaps people could learn lessons as to do not be bullied, and if you are being bullied, this is what you should do. Whatever the strategies, whatever.
My son had a bully in school, and I went to see him. I saw marks on his face and all that. I said, what happened? He told me about the young man, and I told him that what I have realized is that all bullies are cowards. So you stand up to him. Stand up to him. So I'm protecting him without knowing, stand up to whoever wants to bully you. And hey, crying can only drag a few females to you at the beginning, but after that, you are now seen as weak.
And to think about what they were calling about food, just food that even outside the house they can get. So to think that he was crying over, maybe not the food, probably he was crying the way he was spoken to. Some people don't like to be
Ria, you will
like
be shocked the things that cause major problems, major quarrels in marriages. Like
is food?
Toothpaste, things like that.
Okay, those ones come, but food, no, food is not something you should be crying about on national TV. You should know that once you are there, you should be conscious of the fact that you are on national TV, but sometimes it seems like most of them forget where they are and they just act anyhow. But I think that the bully should be cautioned if he's been bullied, and the person crying should be able to stand up to whatever challenges he's facing.
You're shedding hot tears.
But whoever is being bullied should stand up to whatever challenges he's facing beyond being bullied, and be strong for himself at the end of the day.
But we're saying it two ways. It can be a strategy, Veronica.
Yes.
Well, strategy or not, just know that you have an image already building in the minds of Nigerians while you are there, and that will go a long way after you come out. But thank you, Olamide, for those stories.
There'll be much more Big Brother, unfortunately, in the coming weeks.
Okay.
This is where we have to wrap things up on the program for today. But let's let you know that the views and reaction of all our resource persons are theirs and have no connection with TVC News. Up next is Your View with the Ladies afterwards this morning with Yori Folarin. Stay safe. Bye.